Hi everybody, I want to welcome you to this afternoon. Hope everybody had a great Sunday. Dave and I had a good Sunday.
We went to 2 churches today, so if you didn't go to any church this morning, we got you. We covered for you.
Swahili Chapel was one of the churches we went to, so I feel like we've been in Kenya. And now we have our friend and Kenyan guest, Faith. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Thank you for having me, Dave and Jana.
And I just want to make this little comment. We're still learning the technology, and we don't know how to make our screen wider. So we are like 3 little kids on
a matatu.
We're in a matatu. We're squished real close. I was going to say like we're in a cold winter's night, 3 little kids snuggling to keep warm, but we're a matatu right now.
For those of you who don't know what a matatu is, if you're from Kenya or anywhere really in East Africa, it's public transportation. We can always squeeze one more in.
Right.
Which is a good theme for what we're going to be talking about. We are so excited for what's coming up. Dave, you want to say what's coming up?
Well, one of my highlights of being in Chicago and serving East African diaspora has been the Kenya Marathon Dinner. And one of the funnest things about it is every year Chicago has a marathon. And basically, when it comes down to the very, very end, who's going to win the race? It's either going to be a Kenyan or an Ethiopian.
That's true.
Some American will think I'm going to bait them, but it doesn't happen. And the Kenyan community has traditionally had a dinner for the marathon runners. And let me ask, Faith, tell us a little bit about the history of it.
Yeah,
how
this got started.
Well, back in 1997, the runners came in, and that's when they started running Chicago Marathon. We found out where they stay and decided to pay them a visit. So in 1998, when they came into Chicago, on a Friday, I went to visit them, and they were like, we want homemade food. We miss homemade food.
Aww.
So I decided, why don't we go home since there's no kitchen at the hotel? Let's go cook at home. So we went home, and we all cooked ugali and sukuma wiki together and enjoyed our
my
wonderful
favorite.
Yes, we had a great time together.
For those who aren't from our region, ugali would be a cornmeal, some would say mush, but it's more like a cornmeal delicacy. Mm-hmm. And sukuma wiki would be greens.
Like greens, like a type of greens.
Yes, and then we had some protein, like some chicken and some beef stew to go along with the ugali.
So a tradition was started.
Yes. And then they also had their milk. They have to have their whole milk.
Mm-hmm.
So this continued, and then next year, the following year when they came in, I went back. They let me know they were coming into town. So I said, "You guys want ugali?" And they said yes. So we did the same thing. Now we had more visitors who wanted to meet the runners. So we had people come in with more food, and that's how this tradition started.
It just grew and grew.
Yes.
And then you moved it to a church, bigger spaces,
the first place we had it at North Park University.
Yes, that's right.
And then we went to University of Chicago. We hosted it there, involved with the international students. Mm-hmm. And after that, we went to Moody Church in Chicago. They hosted us there until 2014 when we decided to host it in their hotel at the Hilton Hotel in Chicago.
Yeah, and the real reason, one of the main reasons for doing that, besides it's fun to get all dressed up and go to the Hilton, mm-hmm. but the other thing is that a lot of the runners are staying there, and they need to really rest well.
Right.
They don't need to be traveling all over Chicago, mm-hmm. and so it's just nice for us to come to them.
Correct.
Yeah.
For logistic purposes, Friday is a nightmare down in Chicago, so just trying to get from one point to another is difficult. So it's much easier to be right where they are. So the Hilton has been home to the Kenya Marathon Dinner. But this year, it's going to be Taste of East Africa.
Yes. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going to be different this year?
Well, this year is exciting. Just like I told Dave and Jana, that I was at home pondering, like, how can we up this game and make it exciting this year? Mm-hmm. Anyway, I reached out to the Ethiopian community because they do the same thing. They take care of their runners as well. So I said, why don't we come together?
Yes, come together
and host this dinner together, share learn from each other, learn each other's cultures, and eat each other's foods, and just make it an exciting evening. So that's what happened. We went and we got a contact, and that's how we are this year. It's going to be Taste of East Africa.
That's right. So we're going to not only have wonderful Kenyan food, but we're going to have wonderful Ethiopian food. I'm so hungry. I know Dave and I have lots of friends from East Africa who I'm sure are watching, Ugandans, Tanzanians, all of you. Come out and let's us support our fellow East Africans, and let's.
Yeah, and let me add that this is one of my big passions is unity amongst our community.
Correct.
And this is these events where in many ways not a single one of our community can do all the stuff that needs to be done, and you have to pull together. And with the Kenyans and Kenyans and Ethiopians pulling together, I am 99% confident if you come and have dinner, you're going to be having dinner with the winners. And you'll get to have a photo taken of yourself and the winners before the race happens.
And I'm going to add in, we also have U.S. some of the U.S. Olympians. Gary Morgan is coming with his Olympic torch. So you get to meet also other athletes from different nationalities. And also high school students are also coming in to participate. So some years we also have university track teams come in. So you're all welcome to the Taste of East Africa.
Yeah, and a part of all working together in unity, I know that you have a special quote that you like to say.
Well, my quote is, change happens when we work together across borders and backgrounds for the shared cause. So this is not just East Africa, it's everybody. We're talking about coming together as communities to learn from each other and help impact change in the community. So this is one of the ways we're able to reach out to our younger generation and let them know that there's hope.
Yeah.
Come meet somebody who might mentor you. You never know who you're going to meet.
It's a great networking opportunity too.
I'm going to add also, Jan and I are going to come with a couple of my neighbors, and neighbors who we've got a couple little kids, and their children are some of the most athletic kids in my neighborhood. And I thought, you know what, I want to get these kids who are, like 3 to 5 years old, who are showing, oh man, they can kick a ball hard, they can run fast. I'd like to have them meet some really elite runners, so at a young age they get a feel for, this is where my life could go, these are the type of disciplines I need to have, this is the type of community that will rally to me when I'm an athlete, and what God can do with it. So even like if you got little kids, this is going to be a real family-friendly environment. If you've got neighbors that have young kids, this is a good environment to bring your neighbors to.
Yes. We're really excited for you to come and join us. We're going to have fun. The kids can run around. You don't have to worry about we just want you to feel comfortable. That's the main thing, because the runners enjoy having family.
And one of the things that I've always enjoyed that Faith has shared with me many times is that she initially opened up her home, and this is just an extension of that, of just making the runners feel at home, and giving them the food that they love, because they've been traveling and they need food from home, and they need that, and they need the love and support that all of us can give them. So whether you're from East Africa or you're American and curious, just come on out. It's going to be a really fun event.
Yes.
We're going to put all the information in the comments below where you can buy your tickets. The tickets are going really, really fast. So if you're interested, you need to get your ticket right away. It's $50.
Haraka, haraka.
Yeah. Haraka, haraka, hyena baraka.
No. Wrong Kiswahili phrase.
Well,
Janet just said
hurry.
There's no blessing in hurry.
Yeah, but this is different because you have to.
You will be blessed if you hurry on
And
this
if you
one.
want to also be a blessing to somebody, even
Yes.
somebody in the community, please do reach out, because we need to impact change in the young generation we have around us. So we'd love to have you, and thank you. Welcome again. Karibu sana.
Thank you all for taking the time. We hope you have a good rest of your Sunday.
See you Friday.
Mungu akabariki.
Tutanana.
Kwaheri.
Bye.